ಗಣೇಶಾಯ ನಮಃ. ಸರಸ್ವತಿ ನಮಃ. ಶ್ರೀ ಗುರುಭ್ಯೋ ನಮಃ. ಹರಿ ಓಂ. ಚೈತನ್ಯಂ ಶಾಶ್ವತಂ ಶಾಂತಂ ವ್ಯೋಮಾತೀತಂ ನಿರಂಜನಂ ನಾದ ಬಿಂದು ಕಲಾತೀತಂ ತಸ್ಮೈ ಶ್ರೀ ಗುರವೇ ನಮಃ. ತಸ್ಮೈ ಶ್ರೀ ಗುರವೇ ನಮಃ. ಅಜ್ಞಾನ ತಿಮಿರಾಂತಸ್ಯ ಜ್ಞಾನಾಂಜನ ಶಲಾಕಯ ಚಕ್ಷುರುಂ ಮೀಲಿತಂ ಯೇನ ತಸ್ಮೈ ಶ್ರೀ ಗುರವೇ ನಮಃ. ತಸ್ಮೈ ಶ್ರೀ ಗುರವೇ ನಮಃ. ಧ್ಯಾನಮೂಲಂ ಗುರೋರ್ಮೂರ್ತಿಂ ಪೂಜಾಮೂಲಂ ಗುರೋರ್ಪದಂ ಮಂತ್ರಮೂಲಂ ಗುರೋರ್ವಾಕ್ಯಂ ಮೋಕ್ಷಮೂಲಂ ಗುರೋರ್ಕೃಪಾ ಮೋಕ್ಷಮೂಲಂ ಗುರೋರ್ಕೃಪಾ ಮೋಕ್ಷಮೂಲಂ ಗುರೋರ್ಕೃಪಾ. ಪೂರ್ಣಮದಃ ನಮಿದಂ ಪೂರ್ಣಾತ್ ಪೂರ್ಣಮುದಚ್ಯತೆ ಪೂರ್ಣಸ್ಯ ಪೂರ್ಣಮಾದಾಯ ಪೂರ್ಣಮೇವಾವಶಿಷ್ಯತೆ. ಶಾಂತಿ ಶಾಂತಿ ಶಾಂತಿ. Friends, world does not and cannot understand the language of silence. Arivudukku sadhyavilla. Because silence is not a thing to be known. Something like sweetness can be explained, can be manufactured, can be sold, but cannot be properly explained. Because sweetness is a quality of the sweet. You know what is called the sweetness. Sweetness is sweetness. Okay. What is sweetness? How you are seeing sugar, that is sweet. But the sweet is not sweetness. Then what is sweetness? That is where man fails. Doesn't understand the sweetness and goes on acquiring sweet. How long? So man does not understand happiness, man does not understand peace, man does not understand God. So whatever he thinks and analyzes all these things, he goes on saying that is it. Having come to the world, only three things have to be achieved. Three things have to be taken care of. Even a smallest worker tries to excel in work so that he will be considered as a worker at least. So one thing is called excellence, second thing is called achievement, third thing is called fulfillment. Only these three have their level to be beneficial to each man. Man excels, tries to excel in everything, and many of the people spend their life in research, studies, in excelling in so many fields. This excellence tries to give you creativity, productivity, etc. But this achievement creates market for it, commerce, economy, defense, whatever you call it, that comes through achievement. So those who excel are not achievers. Those who achieve, they are achieving in a different field. There is a very minor and major difference between excellence and achievement. ಗಾತ್ರದಿಂದ ಬಹಳ ಗೋಚರವಾಗಿ ಮತ್ತು ದೊಡ್ಡ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರು ಕೂಡ ಬಹಳ ದೊಡ್ಡದು. ದೆನ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಫುಲ್ಫಿಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಆರ್ ವಿ ಫುಲ್ಫಿಲ್ಡ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಎಕ್ಸಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಚೀವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆರ್ ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಎ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಪಾತ್ ಆಲ್ ಟುಗೆದರ್? This cosmos works through a very great fire. It's supported by water. It lives because of air. It has the base called the sky. It is called an exterior world called the Prakriti or Loka. Loka is what you see, whereas Bhuvana is what you feel, and Vishwa is the cosmos. Vishwa ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇಡೀ ಕಾಸ್ಮಸ್, ಇಡೀ ಒಂದು ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಾಂಡ. So what we call as Pindanda, Andanda, Brahmanda. These three are called Loka, Vishwa, Bhuvana. So we are incomplete without the knowledge of the other two. So these are not Vedanta. It's very practical because you are working in these three fields only, nowhere else. So we have to know what we are doing before we do many things. We try to indulge in many things. God is something like, in consciousness is something like fire. But the best thing is that we are all here celebrating this great divinity always. I consider you as the best in the world because you are not like the papers who will get burnt through fire. You are something like gold which gets purified every time you see the fire. So through all these years, I think we are shining. Even though we work in a very small level in the world, we are not tainted or polluted in the internal most region of our heart. Suppose you are allowed to see Meenakshi in her temple and you are allowed to sing without any disturbance, all the doors are closed. How much happy you will be to see her and sing. Whatever you know, where you can sing or sloka or even looking at her. It is so ekanta and you are unpolluted by the sounds outside. You are so nice and you are so dear. Outside you can buy Meenakshi's photo, you can do something. It's all worldly. But once you see, you get laya, you get a beautiful sort of communion with her in the Ekanta Seva. Not all, only the eligible will get it. Only those cannot stand the face of Meenakshi. They can't just stand there. Much less closing the door and all. They will be upright and they will be running out. So that means that the purest and those who are belonging to and those who can see the power, only they are eligible, and I feel that all of you are there. That's why I was telling that paper will get burnt but not gold. It will get purified every time. You have nothing to do in the world, but if you want to do something good. Your food is already guaranteed, your health is already guaranteed, your money is guaranteed, everything is guaranteed. Only thing is you want to see through working, you can do it, otherwise you are free. But the problem is no one should get suspicion whether I will get it. There is no point in suspecting and belonging to some great truth. Even your own chair, your own roof, your own head, if you don't believe, how will you go around? You have to believe and belong to all these things. So start believing. That is the first point. And the problem is, any conference, external, I understand very beautifully that each one is upset if his confidence level is reduced. I very well understand that if confidence level is reduced, people are getting shaken and their BP is high or low. I perfectly understand what is going on in this world. Each one is depending on 100% on things outside, and whenever he is disturbed, his confidence level is disturbed and he gets problems with anything else, psychosomatic problems. Suppose you are having sweat, you put on fan. If you are feeling greasy, you put on some oil. So all these things are needed for temporarily avoiding and building up confidence in the external measures. But everything you are depending on discussing with others, and your own lifestyle, if it is going to be dictated by the society, that is where you get problems when the confidence levels are disturbed a little. So here we try to tell you that only self-confidence will not reduce. All other confidence will get lost and will fly away in no time. A particular girl was very much after a particular deity. Her brother, we people have seen when we went that side in South of India. That girl was in college or something, but she was totally attached to a particular form of God. Night and day she would repeat that name. What happened was one night around, they say around 12:30, a thief came inside and threatened her and threatened the family and looted something and went away. But this girl was so much, after that lady said she went on reciting the name of God. But still that thief came and removed the bangles and things and ran away. Then she was so upset that one day there was a discussion about this. Because her confidence was totally shaken and that she told that there is no God in this world. If he did that to them, that to that person, why not to me? Then when the discussion went on, I was trying to tell that first of all, if you think that God is running this show, you see that thief is also God. And you are put to a test whether your faith increases or not. And she told this is a problem with religion. Everything they can conveniently tell that God does this, God does this, God does this. But why he should look me? And I told her, all these things belong to you. Yes, I was wearing this bandage and this much sovereign chain. That belongs to me. My father gave it to me, isn't it? When I told her, it is a secret. Go and ask your father secretly whether this gold came to him out of his work or we don't know. This is not a story, this is a real thing which happened. And father, I did all this, I only did this. You only saw me, I took this acharya and made it for you, you did not say this. You are going on explaining to the child, to the girl. And once again, when the father was going for walk, I called him and told, did you explain to your daughter? What should I tell her? What is it? Yes. Oh, she was asking me about that gold. What is it? Then he told, yes. I told her, I only got it, so I told her this. I told, yes, you got it from where? Then he got upset and he did not reply. The fact is that it is a secret, but it rightly belongs to that Kalla only. The problem was because there was a case and all, once again that was given to her, but actually, if you see, the circle is complete only when that fellow takes away. Nothing happens just like that. Because this man was a financier and that was kept in the home, in some other farm, and the interest increased. So much that this much gold became his own. And that is how you understand this, keep on accumulating and there is a cumulative interest, some principal, some interest, principal. There became so much that all the gold was his and he started giving to the children. So, who owned this actually? If those interests are removed, the principal amount, if he would have paid, it would have been his. So, principal he has not paid, that's why he was caught by police and once again, gold was reimbursed. This law of karma does not leave anyone, that's why I am trying to prove this. It's a real story. You understand? So, every word you use it playfully, if you are using it seriously, take care that you are using the word. Because it reproduces. If you tell it very jovially, you will take it jovially. So nothing happens. If I call someone a fool, someone calls me a fool, it's jovial, forgotten. Whereas if we are meaning it, then we have to be ready to receive. Our ego should be strong enough to appreciate others calling us fool. So that is the problem. When you are using the word, care for how it can return back to you. So in the same level thought, but we have nothing to control our thought, what to do. It has to be controlled. Then comes the serious vibrations, which we spread. If you are afraid, maybe all your friends and neighbors will get fear. So all these things are very simple things, but you see a film, if there is a fearful incident happens, the whole area gets chilled and they are all seeing like this. Everyone is afraid. So this is a vibrational problems, then thought problems, then sound problems. All these three are there. So better use nicer sound, nicer thought, and nicer vibration so that everyone is protected, even including our own self is protected. Be happy. Santosh for you. Any questions on this?
During the recent Shivratri Puja, you said that even for spirituality or the Brahmaramba, for anything to God, even for God to enter, it's happening. And we have to wait and we have to accept. If it has to happen, then is there any meaning in us doing any action or activity like pujas or anything? Or what? Is there anything for us to do?
Question is very mystical. What is
Even God entering us, either a sound or anything,
okay?
it is not happening. It will happen in its own time. We have nothing to do but to just wait and accept. In which case, is there any meaning in us trying to do so many things?
How many means you are
Like pujas, rituals,
what I call as abhyasas,
sadhanas.
What is the reference you fully tell so that you will understand? What did they tell on that day? Whatever we do, we have to understand God first, and God will enter in. Anyone will become spiritual only when God's touch is there. There is such a time we are trying to become spiritual. That may be what would have taught. In order to get the spirituality enter into us, God is entering as sound, because we were quoting Brahmarama on that day. The Brahmara Nada should be there around and the head, and it should touch various parts from Mooladhara. Then only God has entered into us. Till such a time, maybe that's what I was saying. Till such a time we are trying to become spiritual. Maybe that is the question you are asking. Then why should we do what? If it's going to happen, then why we should do any abhyasa? That's what it is. The life, physical life and death has nothing to do with your activities. So, ಹುಟ್ಟು ಸಾವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳಿಂದ ಮುಕ್ತವಾಗಿದೆ. The death and birth is different from your activities. What activities we do gives us one more body. Then that body has to experience pain or pleasure of the result of the activities. Similarly, mind. So that doesn't mean that body is responsible for all this. Body is nothing. It's not responsible. It is a dead thing. Whatever you see is just a spirit of God. Nothing exists. Everything is dead. But the life force is Vayu, and it seemingly gets activated. Just something like that. The car is dead, but you put engine, you put your key and start, and it starts moving. You think that it is moving. Once again it is dead. You understand? So nothing is really living except existence. It's not dead, it's called existence. So in the existence, if it moves, we call it Chara. If it doesn't move, it's called Achara. And because it is Chara, we have qualifications. We have breathing, we are thinking, we are acting. So the result of this comes in another body. So carefully analyze, nothing is except existence, nothing else is. So unless this bhavana comes, we will be going on thinking that there is something to achieve. Oh, we have missed this. We have not seen this automobile exhibition. We have not seen this. We have not that. We have not done this. All these things are happening because we think that we are missing this. We are missing that. We are missing this. Very old people also now, 80 years old. They will be going on attending festivals, relative functions, seeing that one more year only is there, 6 months is there. Before that they want to see all the people, so they rest. If they don't rest, people come and see them. Understand? These are all because they are rushing, because they think that life is only that much. This is only that much. Everything is a thing. A child will think some other way, an adult will think some other way. So understand? So nothing but existence is existing, whereas all other things are in the mind and activity level. One point. Second point is God as it is, and God as we understand, and God as reported. These three are different. God as it is as it is. There is no qualification. That is what I told you. His entry is in the form of Brahmara, a beautiful nada, a great sound. It is a sound with which he entered. He can enter into a rat, anyone. He can enter into anything. not only to the highest sannyasi who is carrying all this stuff. That is the entry of God. Till such a time, the body is eligible for evolution. Very nice it is. So, for evolution, when it is going to evolve, what it should do? Instead of doing any other thing, why don't we do some abhyas of something good? So, there is a purpose behind. It is very simply, I will explain to you. I want to go to, suppose there is a country called the Bactria. I am in Vindhya. What I should do? Bactria requires only such type of people, very few people. Because all other people are very, very busy in Vindhya and other places. So Vindhya, I am thinking of Bactria, so I have to study whatever Bactria is about a little. Then I have to study whether I am eligible. Then I have to prepare myself to the climate of Bactria. Then I will have to apply for a passport. All these things are now I am getting. Then Bactrian government should think that this man is eligible to come to Bactria. That is where the test is. I can apply for any number of visas. Isn't it? After getting the eligibility also, applying a visa also I am doing in the local embassy only. So I am not going to Bactria and applying. So then Bactria one day decides, okay, this man is continuously doing something about it. Okay, I will grant him one visa. He is trying to become eligible. He thinks that he will be very nice with living in this atmosphere. Then I get a visa. Then I have to transport myself, usually by water area, not through land. Understand? So once again we go either fly or go by water and we reach Bactria. Then we are governed by Bactrian rules. No, I am an Indian, I am this, I have studied in this school, I am this. It doesn't apply there. Bactrian, whatever Bactria decides, that we have to do. And Bactria only runs us. Right? The rules are different there. Once we are entering into Bactria, we are Bactrian. So similarly, this you apply to a normal abhyasa. I started recognizing God. It itself is great. So full, people are full of only, what is all this? Pokerman, video games and internet and things like that. They don't even think that they have some other time to be aloof in themselves. To be aloof in themselves. They just don't have any time except to think outside. So once, that is the first eligibility test of going to Bactria. I am aloof with myself. I can be aloof. Isn't it? Then comes the passport application and all. More you do abhyasa of this, you get eligibility. And one day God recognizes, then he gives the visa. Sooner the better. If the appeal is sincere and repetitive, he can't say no to this, isn't it? So this happens. So that's why finally and initially we say Guru or God is Muktidayaka. It is not something like giving mantra and all. It's not. They are sounds. It will end up as sound. But sound of God it will be united. So the powerful things are different from what we usually see. How many times we would have said at home? How many times we would have read that we will end up in death? Atma is the only reality. Nothing will happen. Why? Because that kshana is missing. That belongingness, that aloofness, that oneness is missing. You understood this? So passport, visa and Bactrian rules and Bactria allowing us. It is different from our abhyasa in Vindhya about knowing Bactria. It is, we know now what is Bactria, and to enter the Bactria, government has to bless us. So that's why we say, Moksha Moolam. God has to finally give us the liberation. Isn't it? Is it confusing or is there any more question in this? We have to do abhyasa, otherwise we will be disturbing the society and ourselves. In any other way, we are going to disturb the society. And our own small fight in the family puts us away for years and janmas outside. You see, so many things are going on in this world. There is no relationship. Because there is no faith and love. If we have not built faith and love, then what is the purpose of life? So this, once it gains momentum, the love totality is Godhead. And the sound is what I told. That should enter into the person. That is the visa. That is, you have entered into Bhartiya. That is it. And God takes care of you. We will clearly know that each moment we are so beautifully divine that He runs the show. I want ice cream, it appears. I want idli, it appears. I want chocolate, it appears. And you will not want also. Well, you are tired of asking. You want only that bliss. So once in that, any demand also immediately gets supplied so that you will not have any more demand. So that is the benefit God gives, that you are taken away into the what we call the Hiranyagarbha boundary. To appear in Prasanga. This is the Jivan Mukti. It's so easy, then you can live life fully. There is such a time I told, we only think of living, we don't live. Each moment, what should we do? We think. When we don't live the sound we are living. It's very confusing. You should know, the agitation of the mind gets reduced. It's a Jara stages because it will be felt only in the dirty idiot skin. Dead skin. What I call it, the skin is getting. So any other thing is also only existence. So first it will vibrate with the skin from the inner layers. Then slowly we get protected. As I told, from toe to head, the vibrations will be there. Then slowly we will know that it guides us. Rather, it only runs the show. We don't have anything except enjoy what is happening. So I am a beggar. Suppose you take me to Sadashivanagar Raja's house and leave me there. And Raja, they treat me as Raja. One day you come and sit in the place, you have this, that. I have no other say but to accept this. Isn't it? In the palace, whatever happens, even though I am a beggar, now I have become Raja and they give me all this, I have to accept. That is, the best is given and that is the sign of acceptance. Whereas we as a beggar, we have small thinking, whether we will get this much. All these things will run away. That is Bandagaram we call in Telugu and Bandaram in Kannada, isn't it? Tamil is Pukisham. It never gets reduced.
What is the difference between Samadhi?
No, those who want Ekagrata, they think that Ekagrata is Samadhi. One-pointedness is Samadhi, they think. Suppose you find some yogi sitting under the cave or under the earth, lives for 40 days, or going into the cave, lives without food for so many days. And Indians need not practice it. Down south they eat rat, even they don't eat. They need not become yogis for all this. They survive. But still, why I am saying it, these are all, they think that the regular requirement which is required by ordinary mortals, when that is negated, they feel that they are in Samadhi. But equanimity of mind is Samadhi. The word itself is Dihi, means Buddhi Shakti, the Di Shakti, intuition. It results in equanimity, Samaha, Samabhavana, Samatvam Yoga Muchyate. So this equanimity, I am using very, very, very low words. There is no equivalent to real Samadhi. But still, to understand, I am saying to you. And once again, what is Di Shakti? What is intuition? What is Buddhi? There are various levels in Buddhi also. Isn't it? There is a problem. So I am talking about Di, which is a fire through which individual ego works. In the fire there is no ego. When it works as ego, there is fire in the ego, but ego is not fire. You understand this? So, samadhi means the D-Shakti which gives you equanimity is samadhi. The real meaning is. All other things are, one fellow can call the dharana is samadhi, one fellow you can call the dhyana is samadhi, and dhyana we have achieved the samadhi. But they will get disturbed. Once they come out of dhyana, they have to recognize two. Then if they get recognized two and feel two, then the samadhi is disturbed. The real samadhi is where you have identified the fire of consciousness, which makes everything equal. Sarveshwara dharana, dhyana, these two also can be understood as samadhi.
All our activities should be focused on application, applying parts. Every activity, you should be remembering that they are actually.
No, it will happen if you belong, You see, totally committed worker in the military or hotel or anywhere, they can't just run away from that. Running means running. Exercise means exercise. They belong to military, that's all. It is understood and it is accepted totally. So all the activities become eligibility for that passport. Till such a time, the human mind is always doubtful. In spite of putting us inside a place, we want to come out of that rather than accept that place. So the mind is the mystery and the disturbance for 100% of the cases, because they don't get laya out of this.
Doubt also is doubt come as a thought, But if you really just look at it, you know that it's not correct. The doubt is not correct. Because it's not the previous experience, the previous thinking, doesn't have any meaning at that. But still we keep getting this doubt as a thought. How to avoid that?
No, doubt gives you answer becomes a doubt. Doubt results in another answer becomes a doubt. Suddenly Lord Krishna gives you a vision and he vanishes. At that moment you would have accepted him. Then the doubt will start. What? Am I eligible to get this? Yes, I am eligible. But this man Krishna, then Krishna means he left his daily outside. Maybe he is not dressed in Pitambar. Did I see this rightly? Where is the butter in his hand? So these questions will start, which misses the link. So how to avoid that is, that's why I start. Belief is the first and last step. Belief, confidence, realization.
You have a belief in it. It's not okay, you call 100%. You have a belief. But suddenly some heart, some roller comes as a doubt.
No, then you have to, doubt should be removed only by either rationality or spiritualization. Only these two can remove doubt. Rationality will remove all the unscientific doubts.
The question that it gets removed.
Now, one doubt you tell me, then I can. I have told the example of Krishna itself, what more? Well, man is so busy with other things. He won't accept even Lord Krishna if he comes straight.
No, my question is...
one doubt where...
Why that doubt comes? I don't want that. I am 100% sure that...
Because man is in the region of mind, and the mind is always moving. And for the movement of mind, it requires some food. That food for thought is the doubt.
Yes, I was curious why this answer.
Why? Because we believe that we are, not even believe, we have a mind, that's why. I am going to office, it's 100% sure. 8:30 I will be in the office, it's also 100% sure. Whether I will get up by 5:30, who asked you to answer this question? And 5:30, whether I will get this Palwala, I have not come. Who asked this doubt? And each moment till 8:30, they are asking this question. And then we are sure that we will reach there, at least we have some pain. Okay, we have reached. But that also will be tested. That Madiwala circle will not be allowed to move. Whoever, God will test you, go and wait here. Whatever we flyover or aeroplane, we can't move fast there. In spite of whatever improvement in infrastructure we do, then you reach the office at 8:30, 9:30 and all, then the doubt starts. Whether any phone call came, whether internet has started, whether it is, why all these rejections on the internet, this, that, so many doubts. To understand this, existence of mind is the root cause. That's why I told the Shakti, where even the individual ego is not present. If at all we have to do the abhyasa, to recognize the Shakti is the abhyasa vision.
So that's why Abhyasa is needed to teach you to move in a path.
Aye, but we are working in the work. If you think that everything is God given, it's a fun. Right. I don't know what, it is not, there is no trial in the court of God. It's only time and time is consumed. Whereas human levels of this, my papa told me, idiot, I will give him back someday. This is the human court dating development. Whereas in the time, where is this? Papa called you idiot and that's over. Next moment Papa has called you and gave you sweets. That is forgotten. Where is ego is hurt, he remembers. It's not for him. I am generally talking. Why human mind is still not believing in anything? So this can be removed only by rationality. When did my Papa call me idiot? I am responsible. I did this mistake. I am not accepting my mistake. Why simply you call idiot? You will not call. Isn't it? There is no need for me to get offended if I did that. So time has given, did that for me, did that from him, and that's over. In the course of time, it's over. Whereas in the mind of man, it was. And in the judicial system throughout the world, it will work for even after dying. After 8 years, they will be given marana dandana. The human source goes on. Hearing. Every second is so precious. So a beauty to watch. That's why we are asked to watch nature and all. Whenever I say, see the fresh leaves, see the fresh dews. It's all so fresh and you need not feel fresh. You can go to the greatest height. How every second is fresh. It's not the dew which I saw last month, yesterday, isn't it? So each second is fresh. Can I apply it in my April exam? There we have given some time. April is reality, we believe. April 5th, we get holiday, we believe. Isn't it? So there is a different application we have. Everything can be treated as not real, but addressed to as real. You have come to that point. Doubt, why doubt? Where the mind exists.
Something God creates something that takes over your mind. This kind of thoughts will keep on coming.
No, that's why I told God, vision himself is not enough. God has to enter, as I put it, that sound or something. Entry is better. Understand that? Then we will know that we have to, something like military, we are in the court of God. Anyone question?
You are referring to excellence achievement and fulfillment. And you refer back to Gauta and Guna and Ishra. Is that without this excellence and achievement, there is no fulfillment?
Fulfillment is in the jnana. Achievement is in the mental level, which we call devotion, surrender. Excellence is in the field of activity. We call it karma. Karma can be a PhD degree also. There people may feel excellence. Achievement may be a mental satisfaction that I have become Bharat Ratna or something like that. The feeling. And fulfillment is transcendental to this. So, I am always excellent, I am always achieving. Because I am fulfilled. That is in the jnana level. So, if you avoid the Sanskrit, English terms are better. Excellence, achievement, fulfillment. So, broadly, as a spectrum, see, the world, all the people want are got only in this excellence or achievement. Fulfillment is a different dimension actually.
So that is how you say that Loka, Guna, and
Vishwa.
So within that cosmos is absolute fulfillment.
Yeah.
That is the truth and reality.
Vishwa is called as Brahmanda, in which all our small andas are existing. So then I call Andanda, there is a Bhavana. So what we call as achievement? Through Janmas. Then comes Loka, it is a small Pindanda. Pinda means anything connected with material matter. So through matter, we have go to the Andanda, then go to the Brahman. Andanda is a wide vision of the same cosmos. Every day we are seeing our cart, our things, our back, instead of that a little more. This is our house. It will be bigger enough. Then this is my office. Then these are the roads. It is going to become Andanda. Then Brahmanda is something like sky, which holds everything. So the vision gets wider. And our purpose becomes more worthy. And the work becomes easier. But these things are the real meaning of whatever we are. But in the world it is all different. Worldly sense is totally different. The only brands work.
Reaching that level of either excellence or
Achievement only.
I mean, that is what the world tries to do.
So that.
You are not doing business well, or you are not doing really well. So they push us to that
Excellence or achievement. The worldly level only these two are recognized.
కొందరు గురువులంతా ఏమైనా సింజీరంతా పెట్టి తింటారంట అది నిజము ఫోటో ముందర
ನಿಜ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಅವ್ರ ಹುಡುಗನ್ನ ಯಾವ್ದೇ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು ಈಗೆಲ್ಲ ಸಮಸ್ತ ಅಡ್ವರ್ಟೈಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬರಲ್ವಾ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಇಟ್ಟು ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಇಸ್ ರಿಯಲ್ ಪಾಪ ನಮ್ಗೆ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಅಷ್ಟು ಉಂಡೆಗಳು ಹೋಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ನಾವಾದ್ರೂ ತಿಂದಿರ್ಬೋದು ಫೈಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ತಿನ್ಬೋದು ನಿಜಾನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲ ನೀರಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಈ ರಾಣೆ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು ಅದು ಒಂದು ರಿಯಲ್ ಗಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಪಿರಿಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸ್ಪಿರಿಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಸ್ಪಿರಿಟ್ಸ್ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ದೇವರ ಮುಂದೆ ಇಟ್ಟರೆ ಕಾಣೆ ಆದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯ ಒಂದು ವಾಟಿಕಲ್ ಸ್ಪಿರಿಟ್ ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾಣೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಆತ್ಮ ಅದು ಬಂದು ಕಾಣೆ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ದೇವ್ರಿಗೂ ಇದು ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ವವ್ಯಾಪಿಯಾಗಿರ್ತ ಅವನೇ ಒಂದೇನು ಮಾಡಿದ ಒಂದೇ ರಾ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಅವನೇ ಕಾಣೆ ಮಾಡೋದು ಕಷ್ಟ ಅದು ಬದಲು ಸ್ಪಿರಿಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಸತ್ಯವಾದ ಮತ್ತು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೋ ಅದು ತಪ್ಪು ಇದನ್ನು ನಂಬಿ ನೀವು ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ವಿಚ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್ ಇದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಸ್ಪಿರಿಟ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ದೇವರ ಫೋಟೋ ಮುಂದೆ ಇಟ್ಟಿರಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರ ಬಾಬಾ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯವರು ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಓಡಾಡುವವರು ಬಂದು ಕಾಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾತಿಗೆ ಆ ಸ್ಪಿರಿಟ್ ನ ಇನ್ವೈಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಒಳ್ಳೇದು ಕೆಟ್ಟದು ಅಲ್ಲ ಫೈಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅದು ಕಾಣೆ ಆಗದೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇ ಆ ಸ್ಪಿರಿಟ್ ಕೂಡ ಎಂಗೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಅನದರ್ ಹೌಸ್ ದೇ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ವಿತ್ ಘೀ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಯು ಕೀಪ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಸಮ್ ಹೌಸಸ್ ದಿ ನೈವೇದ್ಯ ವ್ಯಾನಿಷಸ್ and we are shown in the films also, no, Lord Guru Ayyappa was offered it and it vanished. So her question is it true? First I told God will not do it because God is the creator of this raw material. We only can do Nivedana, which is called Naivedya, petition that these are all yours. Then we are doing Nivedana. Naivedya is Nivedana, ಅರ್ಪಿಸೋದು. ಬಟ್ ಅರ್ಪಣೆ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾವೇ ತಿನ್ನಬೇಕು. ಇವತ್ತು ನಿವೇದನ ಮಾಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಅದು ಸ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಟಿಫೈಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಗಾಡ್ ನೆವರ್ ಈಟ್ ದ ನೈವೇದ್ಯ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ತಮಿಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳೋದು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಆವಿ ಹೋಮಕ್ಕೆ ಅಮುದು ಏನಕ್ಕೆ. ಇದರಿಂದ ಆವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದರ ಮಗದ ಸುಗಂಧ ಮತ್ತು ಫ್ಯೂಮ್ಸು ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ದು, ನಮ್ಮದು ನಮ್ದು. ಚಕ್ರಪೊಂಗಲ್ ನೈವೇದ್ಯ ಬಂದ ಗಮ್ಮಂದ ವಾಸನೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ದು, ಪೊಂಗಲ್ ನಮ್ದು. Because he is total spiritual person, he should get that. But when ತಾನೇ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ, ಅದು it is not the work of the total God, it is work of some spirit. ಆ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಕೂಡ ಜನಗಳು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಬಟ್ ಡೋಂಟ್ ರೆಕಗ್ನೈಸ್ them, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ರೆಕಗ್ನೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. That's what, even in Guruvayurappan story, one small boy will come and offer the thing, and then Krishna will eat. That is what the films show and all, so immediately. These, our friends are very nice. If Popeye eats, Vinayak only they will eat. What is it? Popeye. ಅದು ಎಂಕರೇಜ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಡೋಂಟ್ ಆ ಥರ ಅದನ್ನು ಎಂಕರೇಜ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ ಅಂತ. ಆ ಥರ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ನಡೆದರೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೇಲಿ ನಡೆದರೆ ಕೂಡ ಅದು ಬೇಡ ನಮ್ಗೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೇಲಿ ನಡೀಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಒಂದು ಮಾತಿಗೆ. ಆ ಥರ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಭಾಳ ತಪ್ಪು, ಅದು ತಪ್ಪು ಲೆವೆಲ್, ರೈಟ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಕೂಡ ಅಲ್ಲ. ತಿಳಿದಿ Okay.
He brought the Shivalingas out of stomach.
Oh.
And it is supposed to be golden Shivalinga, and he said, I had 3 tons of load in my stomach, which I could relieve today.
Here, what is the question? You are giving a statement.
Like this prasada is disappearing. Like that is also
Something mystical.
We don't know where to. These are all things faithfuls will get what they want to. We leave it that. We will leave to the faith of the people, much better. That we will not proceed. There is no analysis of this. For everything you need something, you have to prove something, means it goes on. Isn't it? Maybe whole world, every second misses us. When it itself is an illusion, these things are very nice for increasing the faith standard. But the problem is, once suppose I am Gadav Gaja, I start eating 2 tons when I am full. And I am already full, you should not offer me another 2 tons. Come on, eat. The problem is, that's what happens, the smiling. People have to always smile all the time. They don't have time to breathe, shout. The problem is all this. So, faithfuls will get what they want. Another question. I have answered you. Each one, everyone is seeking, that is the answer, isn't it? Even in this case, if you seek Rava one day to vanish, so it vanishes, that is the answer. For them, that faith, that kind of faith. So the ultimate faith is self-confidence and self-realization. In such a time, everything is a plus or minus in the region. Whatever you call as minus is plus in God's mind. Whatever you call as plus in the materialistic world is minus in God's mind. I hold 1 lakh rupees. Means you hold. In God's mind it is minus. But in your mind it is plus. Isn't it? I am 50 kgs. So this is a burden you are carrying in God's mind. Whereas it's muscle, the body in my mind. So whatever we consider as plus, in the other area is minus. So whatever, the question is answered, whatever you asked also. Whatever you think that it is minus, oh, it's not there, means you are supported by the positive thought that it is there. Understand? It's a very mystical answer I am giving you. Whatever you think as minus, actually it is positive in your mind. That's why you recognize that it is not there. Understand? This leads you to fulfillment in the spiritual state. So whatever is minus in the worldly level is plus in the spiritual level. So now you understand, except me, the entire world is minus in me. There is plus. From that onwards, we can start. And what is that? Me. Isn't it? So that is a plus in me. So that is minus in the spiritual state. So me, what is that? If you are going on analyzing, me, mine, I, then that becomes plus in that spiritual term. Secret of the world is this much only. All others are playing with money, this, that. I call it stock exchange speculation, which we are all doing in the world. Morning, every minute it will be flash, now they up by 1 rupee, by 8. We are only playing with a notional value of a particular thing. We are not really playing with the reality. Reality is the player. Isn't it? So that's what we are discussing always in this place. Guruvayoor Shri Hari Krishna Nanodatmaja Ananda Krishna Nanodatmaja for you to realize God, think Him as a child. He will play with you as a child. In any other form, we can't bear Him. So that you will become children playing in His heart. You will become a small child, but your papas and punyas are forgotten. And He only holds you as a child. Make Him a child, you are a child. That's the secret of bhakti. Go ahead. Thank you.